Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Addie and this is Just Add Snakes. And today I'm going to be doing a question and answer. And in this Q&A, I'm going to be talking about how I fell in love with snakes. So if you want to hear that story, stay with me. So the first question I was asked was, what was my first reptile? So my first reptile was a bearded dragon named Ollie, and I got him, I want to say about 5 years ago, and we were doing a little bit of research on just some good lizards or reptiles to get for a first pet, and I came across chameleons, and I really wanted one. So we went to the pet store, and when we walked in there and we asked the lady what would be a good pet, she said that chameleons were not, because they don't really like being held and their enclosures are harder to take care of. So she showed us the bearded dragons and I really liked them. So I got a fancy leatherback bearded dragon and his name's Ollie. So that's how I got my first pet. So the second part of that question would be, what was my first snake, since this is Just Add Snakes. So my first snake was a western albino hognose. His name was Jake, and I got him at a reptile show that I went with my dad. So when we walked in, he was the first snake that I saw in the middle of the room in this table, and he was super cool and super pretty, and I really wanted him, but my dad said that we had to walk around and see other snakes to see if there was another one that I wanted more. So we walked around for about 30 minutes, and when we came back, I still wanted him. So I left with Jake the snake. Okay, so the second question would be, what is the worst or most annoying thing about owning snakes? And for me, it would have to be the python poop. It is so bad, and it'll just get worse as they get bigger. The third question is, what would be my dream pet or reptile? And my dream pet would be an axolotl. And they're super cool because they are actually salamanders that stayed in the last stage of metamorphosis. That's why it says never grow up. And my dream snake would be a boa constrictor, but I have to convince my mom of that first. And my dream lizard would be an iguana, and he would just roam around the house and his name would be Green Bean. So the fourth and final question is how I fell in love with snakes and reptiles. So it had been around 2nd or 3rd grade, and my mom was going to take me to this field trip at the wilderness station where I live, and she ended up not being able to go, so my dad took me, and they showed us a bunch of different kind of animals like turtles, snakes. They had, I'm pretty sure, a couple rabbits, things like that that are native to where I live. And I really wanted a turtle, but unfortunately it's illegal to own turtles where I live, but we can own snakes. I don't know, it doesn't make much sense to me, but I really liked the snakes as well. So my dad said that we could probably get a snake. We just had to do some research and talk to my mom about it. So I got a snake and I fell even more in love with them, and now I have 5 and a YouTube channel. So that's how it all got started. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions, send them to me at justaddsnakes@gmail.com, and me and my dad will look at them and see if we can get you an answer. Also, don't forget, if you want to be featured on my wall, send pictures of your reptiles to justaddsnakeswall@gmail.com, and we'll look at them and see if we can get you featured on my wall. Thanks for watching this video today. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. All my social media will be linked down below. And remember, I'm just an ordinary girl with an extraordinary passion, and you too can do anything if you try hard enough. Bye y'all. Today in this video, dang it! Thank you guys for, for hanging out with me today. If I don't know what I was supposed to say. Thank you all for hanging out.